To live is to consume. To live is to consume. To live is to consume.
Hello everyone. My name is Tanya, aka Tokrave, and welcome back to another stream of Europa Universalis 5. Before I forget, let's upload one of our previous streams to YouTube. In case you're watching the VODs on YouTube, hi! I've been uploading them reasonably. So 434. This is the next one. I'm uploading them about a week late to YouTube, but it's mostly for posterity's sake, right? I'm not uploading them be like huge in that sense, but more like, hey, here's an archive where I can just go back and watch all the streams that we are doing. We are going to continue as Byzantium. Only played 11.5 years yesterday. It was a shorter stream, to be fair. Let me load up the game, and I'm also going to double check the forums if there's any more changes to the beta. That doesn't appear to be the case. Fine. I don't see just definitely this one. Now there's thing out. Nothing new seems to be the case. So let's do this. Black Death is still raging. Do we have it present right now? Very. We have it very present. 357,000 deaths at the moment. We could declare our war against the Ottomans. Hey Sabbath, welcome to the stream. And we would be winning because they're also being reduced in size significantly. I think we should take this one. Are no longer dealing with... Oh, we do have the rebels coming done soon. So we are integrating Albania, which should be done in 16 years. Like, integrating would probably take longer, so I'm worried about that one. Well, because I have multiple integrations to do in a row, right? For 16 years I can bridge. And I hope to get some more cultural influence, which I should start looking out for. Yeah, we need to integrate Epirus and Thessaly and Sleven and Burgas and Dubroja, and keep making vassals anymore with the changes to the game. Market, probably why we're... It's not the food. Still fine, we're slowly reducing inflation. That's not. In a little bit more tax on the farmers. We actually are now at positive happiness with the nobility. Army is home. We can drop army maintenance. Like that. Bonic plague. 386,000. I think I dropped to like 600k on the weekend game I was playing. So yeah, that's ravaging. I do have a alternate history book somewhere that I still do want to read, where like the Black Death, instead of like the approximate 30 to 40% of Europe, it wiped out over 90%. It's basically a complete dead zone. And then like Asia and Africa actually rise to prominence in that world. So I really do want to read that book. It's been a while since I had it in my... So the Crown Pretenders will be the next one. Plus Great Power status. It also has to do Regency we're in and stuff. See how bad this Pretender rebellion will be. When did it even wait to see when it exactly started? If only he died, right? Double check. People. They are conquered, obviously. Doesn't show which event. They're at 41 from events. So it, with a probably ticking yearly of 1%. I think this is the... Oh, I don't remember. I really don't remember. So close to them rising up. Serbia actually won the war? No way that just happened. Yeah, apparently Serbia won that war. Like, Bulgaria was dominating, but... Command of the Ottomans. How about you? Not paying you much. You're weaker than we are. Why should we do that? They're slightly strong. Wallachia would actually now join in too, so even better. Probably because this war ended. Yes. Yeah, I know we are rapidly losing people. I wonder why. Ooh, it's starting to move out. I think I'm getting lucky with the... Luckier than I was end game for sure. Ability is at 68. That's... How much is it to revoke this? That's the most expensive one. 57. 35 only here. Yep. Let's remove the burger one. That's the wrong one. I revoked the wrong one from the burgers. Hang on a minute. Oh, look, a bird. Yeah, no, that was the wrong one. And they definitely should not have saved that one. And I had to remove the corruption, the build roads one. It just takes time to kill it, though. Is the stream still working for you, Robin? Killed itself.
No, it's back.
Oh, it's back now?
No, it's still.
Okay. About now. Are we back?
Game is still.
And the game should disappear in a moment.
Yeah, it's frozen up.
Can you refresh?
Yeah.
That's good. Black is good in this.
That's his.
Okay. That was a very dumb mistake that I really needed to fix. Yeah, like Alt 4 used to work, and now they added in this current patch. If you use Alt 4, it will save the game first on Iron Man. And nope, nope. I don't need it to save. Yeah, so then we have to kill it through the task manager, but then it gets a bit iffy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right, Byzantine Empire. No way! It saved it?
Oh.
I am an idiot. I didn't make a backup save either. What the hell? It saves us on killing it through the master? What kind of bullshit is that? Hey, that's an error. That was building roads rights. If I give it back, the others will get more upset again. Like fine to do, and like that recovers at least 15% of their anger. Needed to remove this one, not. Oh, now I have to live with that mistake. All right, we do have a available parliament. So we are gonna recover this really fast. Let's exercise or promote castle. I will do promote castle work. Gives us money for. Okay, what happened to our income though? That's so dependent on them being happy. Let's lose the prestige. Let's keep them reasonably. Could expropriate for 15 medicaments, but that pisses off Appropriate, yeah. They'll be angry for a moment until they're happy again. Which we're currently not improving. Still at 50%, but it's incredibly... There, that fixed at least Sleven being... Yeah, we seem to have survived most of the Black Death issues a bit better than last time. And there is the end of the succession crisis. There is a civil war in the country. Good, we have the forts. Okay, we should be able to survive this one. There. Economic power of... I'll give them the money, actually. Reliance on the estates, that is crown power and diplo reputation, or we can manage on our own. Disputed succession. Yeah, I'll take this one. Disputed succession. Gets us legitimacy and stability back, so that going. I do want to raise the levies. No one there. Everyone else can come already. Yeah, this is a very doable civil war. There. Sure, Wallachia, you can come in too. That does stop the succession crisis. So. Trebizond has joined on our behalf. Grant privileges, religious influence, state satisfaction, or on their own. This has 7 stab, but also the downside of making them pissed off. That's... Oh, we were sent packing by their... I doubt those are just levies anyways. They don't have that big of an army. Those rebels are not big problems, so we're just gonna... Defenders have lost. Oh look, that was a stack wipe. Army attrition on a general. You can have them. You lose money or support. Looks like we've almost already won, right? How is our income just so drastically gone, right? The mint... Did we stop? Minting has disappeared a bit. That's probably because we are in a civil. Army needs to be up, navy, and court can go. Cost of court, parliament is in session. That's... And that should be the end of that war. You can be disbanded. Fortification works, which also means cheaper forts for a while. Alright. And there's the end of the Civil War. We can disband. These are good. Maintenance gone. Now hopefully we start getting some more money. Cabinet. We're into... Franklin government. Yeah. Hungarian Patriots are actually at... Oh, they were reducing rebellion risk. That's it. The succession crisis gone. just defeating the rebellion. Lakia now doesn't want to join anymore. Make up your mind. Yeah, we are still definitely ahead of them. Okay. Maybe the minting will now come back now that we've planned. Thing is back up by 4, which is... I do have only 3 years left to declare this war, so we'll do it. We will do it. Okay, let's at least have positive equilibrium with the Agroikoi for the moment. Now we just like wait until we have high enough stability. It's only 34 to remove this one. 54 on the clergy. Heresy and Christianity. 11.5. It's only 11. But they are only at 41. That's the other problem. Right? We want them happy. Active policy. Let's do enact allow the double Sabbath. That's religious influence and pop growth. Give clergy power, but I know literacy is really strong, but on that. Town and gown. Sign with the university, we get these protests, or yeah, no, we will side with them because we try to be happier quicker. Trebizond has decided to enact something in why reunion under single ruler? Wait. Huh? That makes no sense. Oh, is it the fact that there's a different regency? Different regions. How old is our kid? 11, so it's 4 more years until he's... Yeah, we'll have to maintain the federal status for... It sucks, but... We'll flip it back soon enough. Just it's all the regions. The Black Death is still in 3 owned... Don't see which provinces it is in. Yeah, it's supposed to be in 3 provinces, but I don't see which one. It's in adjacent areas, but in our area. Subject opinions about to go +10, which is good. Still going down, which is nice. And this is done September next, in 2 years. I can now that the possession price is over, I can start automating taxes. No debts. Except they get privilege local in Thessaloniki. Yeah, no. Ottomans just went to war against Hamidids. Who's on each side? Hamidids and Sahiatites. To these two. So this is actually the perfect time to strike. Now they are having to fight from two sides. We are going to raise army maintenance, navy maintenance, port maintenance. I will... For the duration of the war, I will mint to max without gaining in. Right. Give it at least a month though, for stuff to recover. Tips are apparently very freaking low on people. How is the dock it's probably person trees, man. And we need soldiers. They probably just died in the now in the Black Dam. The sailors. They have much bigger fleet, that's the big issue. This isn't looking terrible. No, it's definitely not looking terrible. Hey, Garius, welcome to the stream. Also, if you want to see something fun that we can... Yeah. I want the satisfaction. We're gonna do something fun right now. After the ad break, actually. Oh, why don't you want to join? Border distance, levy availability, lax border. Land promises, 38. Yeah, there's... Maybe if we do declare the war, then they want to join anyway. Regularly giving the orders a swift kicking was key to surviving. Like in my weekend game, that went also pretty decent. I didn't have to fight them until like another 10 years from now. And then I still kicked the crap out of them. There's that. Declare the war for 8 claims on province. Release all your vassals, destroy all your forts. Well, let's go. For gold, take Bolu. I shall raise all my levies. We have... Don't need these, or... That's it? Yeah, that... No, over here, Bolu. I don't need Albania. Like with the vassals and stuff, that should help. That's fairly even. Can send in the cogs as well. Perfect. We actually destroyed 2 of their galleys already, so happy with that. One really damaged galley. Since Constantinople is very, very defended, I'm gonna send all the units into Gallipoli. Plus the rate there. Get all armies in one spot. Let's allow attachment to our units so my vassals can join if they desire. Yeah, we might get some sieges happening in places. That is true. worried about that. Which one is the... Oh, it's here. It's Bandirma. Okay. Religious zeal. Oh, look. The clergy are happy again. Missionary zeal. Pop convert. Guess we're going to Bandirma first. Numbers wise, yeah, my one stack is already just the same size. Oh, that's a downside. Everything they siege, they can take slaves. Done. Capital. The Karasites. Ah, here we are. Wallachia, you come join in the party as well. Big party over here in the Ottoman. Isa. Oh, the fort doesn't siege that. It also unsieges the capital. This one not the case though. This of course no forts down here. Hang on. Going Yes, I don't mind fighting that. Because that's a stack wipe on. This is about to be fully sieged down. End up kidnapping a young boy from Wallachia. Definitely don't treat him badly. Rebellion against Burgas. Okay, is Wallachia in this one? No. Interesting. Breslov is secessionist. Okay. Hello, did I just see that Ottoman army there? I think I did. There are definitely some Ottomans running around. See if I can get these guys. Go there, maybe. If they stack up, that's a little bit annoying, obviously. Let's see what they're doing. They took Philadelphia, they took caves. And we have annexed Epirus. Gained the cores, no longer of I mean, like, no. Like, we should win that fight, so. Wait, how? It said we were so superior and they just destroyed me. Because they have... Okay, they have way more morale than we. Fine, that's fine. And we're retreating. We're gonna have to take care of the rebels then. How the heck? That much... happened to my... Okay. Now to fix our previous error, let's remove this privilege. Boy, okay. Reasonably happy still. There you go. Income. don't have that. They only have one really. Yeah, they have high army morale already. At least this allows me to take care of the rebellion. Yeah, they will just take out that army. They're really annoying. Interesting comment there, Corgan. Could be. Yeah, because that's not my land, technically. Yeah, that's... Definitely are able to kill them. Okay, they did lose a decent chunk of troops there. Going there. And annexation against both. Excuse me there. Yeah, Burgess annexes the revolter. Okay, so they're back in the me again. And it's subject. What if, yeah. That seems to be what we have. Have a combined stack. What are you doing with your fleet, bud? Apparently they're fighting here. Why would they be fighting there? They can see those troops. They did split up a bit. Wait here for a moment. They have split up, but they have massive morale advantage. Bergama again. Gonna take some slave. Okay, good. They decided to come into Constantinople. And that means I should do this. Oh, and they lost their transport in one hit. Oopsie. And that's their transport's gone. Wow, that's a lot of slaves. Support for the war, -2 war exhaustion, clergy satisfaction. That is really a frustrating part of this war. Let's go take the fort. 10 prestige. Yeah, his services will be useful. Social cravings. Gain social order. No, we cannot risk the spread. Though there is no more spread. Why are you being so daft? You're unsupportive, buddy. Stop doing this. Okay, I need to disband the naval levies. Raise those levies. Neapolitan exiles, we will take them in. May you please just make a single stack of you? Oh, that got cancelled. I have some really irritated throat right now. Yeah, but obviously drinking. A diplomatic annexation cost is reduced. Can I start the... Yes, I can start the annexation during the war. Can stop improving with Thessaly as well. Thank you for just sticking together. Armies are somewhere. I don't know where. To come to the forts. That is a mercenary stack. That is not good. They crossed. I need to split this army. I have take them out. Get Anatolikos. Hopefully they don't start attacking my there. I need to take them out before they decide to unsiege that or siege that city and get all their freaking slaves. Back to the fort because they're dancing around me. I'm worried. There for the... You don't get a siege improvement? Oh, it's an inland. Maybe 7%? Nah, not lucky enough. Good, vassals are bringing in more troops. Yeah, they're unsieging that. How about you go away with your... That as well. Oh, it's annoying when chat does it. When there's bots in. Cogs, you go here. Really don't want them to cross. Lose 20 stability, we enact same religious group policy in air. He does forget this. I'm not letting you go past me. soon as I have the first fort, that will be... Hey, they lost their last galley. Kind of thing. Ooh, we have a fort, people. We'll siege the Parasites. Siege the Surahanids. And see where their are. I could easily take my ships there. You can get into port for the moment. I could take 2 transport that will be pushed out, so... And they're defeated. There. Army to Manisa. Oh, there's an army here. Otherwise it would be sieged. Let's see what is in there. It's the full Ottoman army, of course it is. Starts constructing university for free. The clergy lose. Yeah, I'll take the university. Lost troops and they did as well. We don't retreat too far. Big guy is ours again. Re-put you linking up. And that's... We would have to take the fort in Izmit. I need to link up with... We know the Ottoman army is here. I want this to be 1 stack. That's all I want. There it is. There it comes. And that will be auto-siege. So let's see. Are they going for the fort? No, they're not. They are now, then we can take them out. Yeah, we cannot move. Oh, we can move to Tbilisi. To get as much siege down as we can. What is siege? Oh, Bursa is neighboring the... And I do want to take care of that army. Wait for some morale and then go. How are they that much stronger with that morale? That's terrible, actually. They have way too much. How do they have such high morale, though? I think I don't have some tanks. Oh. I guess that cancel that and take medieval morale. I didn't realize they were that much stronger on morale. I mean, they will accept some kind of peace. Biga, Karasi, Belly. That's too much. Maybe they have really tasty rations. Maybe. Like, this does take a chunk out of them, and I can go back and, like, years when we get backed up. Let's see how the next tiny bit goes, what they do with their army. And that's the frustrating part of this. The funny thing is, though, right, they are not engaging me. They're too scared to engage, even though their army is crushing us, mostly because of that morale difference. How do you have this high morale? Base of 3, war exhaustion, army tradition, Ghazi lords, rulers, military, generals, diplomat. We have consolidated corruption of the elite. That's wrecking our. Then again, we do have a numbers advantage. Care to do anything about it? Take some more. Can go after Bursa. Can almost create and feed a vassal in Smyrna or flog a bit to Genoa, for instance. Fair. Doing fine, really. Little bit. Can I split in half? Make my way to Bilicic. I think I can. Means more free seat. If their army is stuck there, this gives me a chance. Callipolis, Earthquake. Yeah, we'll do May God of Mercy on us. And I will move my stabilizing recovery effort, Dardanelle. Why would they be able to? Right, separate sue for peace. I can't because subject. Now it's -8. Oh, right. That is one thing I do. How many? I need to have like take these levies. I mean, we can do this instead, which is let's siege this. Ooh, integration of Argolis is. Trade centers. Because now, this is a. Oh, wow, they took some. Now, this is obviously the war goal, Bolu. So that's a massive ticking war score that we can now get rid of. We have cabinet available. You can go back to. Recovery would be quite a few places, but that's also to do with having them been sieged. Yeah, the army seems to be stuck, right? We're a bit scared. Let's move it. Oh, before I forget. Remote integration process. Speed of integration. Ooh. Yeah, let's do this. Speed of integration. We need to focus on land. Happy to do that. And the war goal swings massively in our favor simply by virtue of having the war goal. We have Navy morale done. Of course, the white peace marker has gone as well. Unsiege some stuff too. Those 5% we have recovered. Don't need to do more integrations, I can do more stabilization. One of those debates that massively drops the price of... I know, we didn't have it available. It's one of the crown ones. Yeah, definitely need that to get rid of the nobility one. It's one of the crown ones. I don't think it was available. Don't think so. I'm currently still looking at like stability, and getting that integration done quicker is also... I mean, you don't have to have it be below 100 stab, actually. It's enough to have it... Like, you only need... You can go to minus 100 stab, so you need your positive stab plus whatever it costs. But yeah, it's probably better to actually have it where you... need to start making happy enough. Let's just for the moment develop it. Actually, let's see now. No. We can take all of Saruhan as well, so that's their vassals gone. Coachella, because it has a... I guess we're not taking Saruhan. I think this is a perfectly fine thing to grab. This is... Yeah. The rest of it is not inside. Don't have a connection here. Annoying. I think this is... dismantle the fort in... Ooh, if we take a little bit more war score, we can get rid of another fort of there. Clashes with... Yeah, we're taking 2 forts and we can remove the 3rd one. Yes, please, let's do that. Hamstringing the Ottomans this early. Very. We'll have a mostly connected country. Yep, now they accept it. They will have left 1 fortress. Take a tiny bit of ducats. And that's it. Thank you for playing Europa Universalis 5. Back to ports. We've raised armies. The best thing about this is it's all core. All core towns. Society, culture-wise. I should accept Turkish. I'll accept Turkish. Let's also accept Albanian. It brings us over our limit, though. Let's remove our Romanian. It's too small to be, I guess. Now we do have a lot of things to deal with. Genoa also. Took their forts. Force, so they're all nice and beautiful land. We can reduce army maintenance, navy maintenance, port maintenance. Very nice. I cannot disband yet. Should be all the levies done. Ottomans have been hurt, or actually split up the country. Don't have to integrate. Slave conversion. Oh, right. How are we doing? No, there's nothing that we can do that brings us quickly to where we want. Still take the 5%. Maybe we get lucky with another event. Like if we can get a law change, that would be. That maybe is that from the rebellion? Got that available. Aryan Patriots, still not worried about it. Still the plague happening. Claims there is in owned provinces. Really? Now we do this? Yeah, this will be this. Costs us money. We get our illegitimacy back. Okay, we have finally the heir is in charge. 77 Diplo, that's nice. Integration was passed. Now, in policies. Thank you for established seniority again. Now that we actually have this both. Let's see. There's quite a bit of prosperity we do need to recover. That will be our developer. Recovery efforts. Let's start with Beta. Still reasonable there. They were already done in Biga. It was just thick. Like to get back to 100, like to baseline prosperity is really quick. Right now it's the cost of court that's making us spend some. Thessaly is being integrated. Even. Oh, we're already doing them. Then, oh, Burgos is actually. Let's improve with South Dubroja. cover. This one will take a little longer. Sure, I'll take a royal marriage with Wallachia. Good goods in the... Well, it's not fine. Not much to do about it. Pay up. Some rebel issues because people are angry. Military complacency is even more morale loss. I would rather take this. 10 years is a bit long. Not being able to do this. I still can get more claims on Bulgaria. Oh, okay. That union still exists. Which marriage union? Right, I just don't have the Diplo right now to get another marriage going. We could just marry a noble. A local noble. Try to Cantacusianos. Well, they are a third cousin, which might not be the best idea. Now we want a proper royal marriage. 1356. Less than a year, actually. At least we're getting some army morale here. So the next time we don't get that kind of weird ass freaking smackdown. Emir would actually not join the war. I think I'm gonna need a bigger fleet for that first. 4 galleys is not that much. Other things I will need is a head fort. Start with one of these. And Gallipoli. And you can do some more recovery in Aiden, last province. City of Philadelphia. We're at 87k. Yeah, but we're already back up to 1.2 million. This is going well. Now what I really need is the correct parliament, basically. Our ruler's older brother and heir died. And who's now the heir? Our older sister is now the heir. Okay. I need to get a marriage. Let's up our Diplo spending a tiny bit so we can add a marriage thing. Seniority is back in. Can I vote for the first centralization? Yes, I can. Unified succession. Yeah, that does cost. There's seriously no one who will accept a royal marriage. Oh! That just crashed the desktop. Huh. I mean, oh look, a bird, but it wasn't intentional this time. Just opening like the royal marriage stuff just crashed the game outright. How can't it be that quickly to crash on a when I set to do it? Because it had to save first. That is so. Mm. And still, it's funny that earlier that person came into the stream and were like, "No, you're a girl," and like, "Yeah, of course I am. That's the whole point of being trans, right?" I think they tried. That might have been someone who's like, "No, you're not a real boy," but no, I am not a real boy. That's the That's the thing, right? I love it when they're like, wait, I think so. That is a common thing that you sometimes see, right? Is that they come to stream and we're like, no, that's not really who you are. You're the actual gender you're born. But then they misconstrue it as the other one. And that's the funniest. Like when the transphobes come in and they're like, you're not that gender. And actually be affirming. Yeah, I know that is what happens on these streams, and it's funny when they get it wrong that badly. They're like, "Hey, you're not a real girl." I'm like, yeah, I am, but then they do that to an actual like. If they do that to a FTM trans person, like a trans mask person, yeah. And the other way around, that's possibly what happened here with Mr. Bloodaxe being very affirmative in their possible. Anyway, let's see if we can marry someone now. If I have to wait another... Yeah, I have to wait 2 months again because it's saved before we improved this. Oh, look, money is also suddenly better. It has decided that we get some more money again. I can drop minting tiny bit so we can start removing the inflation again. The Daring the Toy are happy in next month. We have recovered Bolu. Wow, that's how far back we went. Our distant cousin H. Let's just be safe and do another month. Hold up. Venice versus Hungary, and Venice is the defender. painful. I don't know for which side. Probably Venice. You. Wait, that's the problem? You moved? Oh, we haven't even established seniority yet. That's why he's currently not here, I guess. Now you're back. Ooh, Armagnac. These are usually not going to be heirs or anything. Ruler in the county of Tonnerre. Question is, where the frick is Tonnerre? It's part of France. I mean, that's a union waiting to happen. Ooh, they're also fighting Brabant. I think Theodoro is then a good choice. Yeah. Alright, Theodoro. Minus 80, so we do have more positive than the base. Its distance of borders is a big issue. Oh, fine. Who of these? Athens. Following through on threat. Hey, look, it's a free CB. I don't even need to fight this war myself. Once I have the diplomat. Dang it. Oh well, spending some money then. Want to do that war. There. Let's declare war in 10 months. That way. Might be a little bit faster because the annexation will be done and then we get more. Unmarried adult heir. No one available because diplomat. Beyliks, it's still the Ottomans in first, but they have already been severely weakened. Yeah, I have that achievement. Basically, it's not necessarily winning a war yourself, it is... it is Brothers in Arms be a secondary participant in a war where any allied participant has 90% war score. You just have to be a secondary in a war. It can also just be a civil war in a different country and they like crush the rebellion and then there's about it. Possible ones, City of Cities, invite an artist, have levies an army and mercenary. Own gold and silver locations. Location needs a continent, coalition of culture opinion within a country. In Crusader Jihad, play long campaign, 450 advances. Total buildings in one location, economic management. Start with 8 privileges enacted for the nobility, then remove all of them. Interesting. Belong to 6 international organizations, own at least 100 locations with roads each. Have 20 locations with full control. This is just... it's just right. It's that meme. Having had Timur as the ruler of your country from the Mughal Empire, we can still have Timur as a ruler apparently. Fully respected, l'état c'est moi. What a great guy. It's probably that achievement. South to Burja has joined our patrimony. Why are all these people like have no freaking allies? Biden has hurt. I want. Wow, there's a lot of tribe. No, wait. Nah, tribesmen. Now. Oh, we're already doing strengthening. Do some control for cash. I'll just go back to the slow burn, but it'll. We have the money. Let's improve the silk RGO. Dataman privileges. I'll give him that for a while. Doesn't hurt me in the long run, so. We have annexed Thessaly. We've researched the army morale. We've gained 3 cores. And they're no longer in. We can start annexing Burgess. A lot of good stuff right now, but we're going for the galleys first. Golden Horde is no longer a valid. I mean, yeah, it makes sense that you no longer a valid rival when you break like that. Does Duke steal? Ooh. Thank you for. Wait, what are you? Seriously, this? Oh, I love the AI. Feels like that's a bug that they fixed and unfixed again. Neopatria, declare war. No. Sibifa got away? Are you serious? The CB already went away. Like, that wasn't even on this unpressed casus bellis. Yeah, that would be a much more tough fight to do. We also don't have, like, we can get claims on casus belli. We do have claims on roads, so let's start a fine network on the Knights Hospitaller. This is 5 more years with the Ottomans. Just double check diplomacy. Serbia we would have claims. Bulgaria we can have claims. Venice we cannot have claims. That's claims and a religious war. Claims. Plenty of claims in Anatolia. Achaia. Following through. Well, hopefully the Parliament will have still 2.5 years away. We're starting to get some more income. Lumber is always good, as is dyes. Do the lumber. An ad break, so it's quite. Still gonna take 5 years. That one is. One will be 2 years less because we got that event from the Parliament. Calling the EGC for more maritime presence. Marketplace would only cost me. Build one in. That should be mostly over, so let's. Yeah, that navy is not that great. Bring inflation. Buy network. Waiting on that. Stability is going up. How much did we need for? Hey Erica, welcome to the stream today. Very much enjoying Q5, like a lot. I've been probably streaming it a bit too much. I mean, Robin can probably attest to that. How have you been? Also, it's yeah, we're playing each other this in football. Well, right? You're a Bengals fan. I think I remember that, right? Oh, in 2 weeks. Next week. My bad. Yeah, Bengals is in 2 weeks. Same division, though. Yeah, that's true. I mean, we still have the other 3 from that division to go after the Weeds in the Garden. Greek become Polican. Huh. A massive religious shift. It's a local team. Yeah, I remember that. Who they? Anyway, how have you been? I mean, I've been following this season. It's been a ride. The whole season has. Had a kid born. A ruler's only daughter, Irene Komnenos. A new heir. With this. Start annexing Fergus. That's good to hear. Yes, please give me your free prestige. Still found it. Why did I get that following through on rats? Right? You will take them. Sure, come along. It's a big party over here. Picked up EU5 myself. First time for me with an EU title. I've taken some hard lumps. Yeah, it's oh boy, it's a doozy to learn Paradox games for sure. Finished our RGO. Laughs and jump. I am very sorry for your loss, Garius. I'm so very sorry. I mean, to be fair, that injury on Scadaboo was so scary, though. Holy crap. Yeah, that's doing well. Actually getting tax from the ability right now. They joined Tbilisi. We're happy they will be trained. Rebel privateers are being read. I'm waiting for this to be finished so we can get some extra, some better galleys out there, so I don't have to like upgrade the old one. Orthodox Church, we're doing this. Novgorod is going on a tear. Couple bad attempts at Holland, like having England declare me like 1345 and like take the vast majority of the territories. Other run where Hook and Cod war story map. Yeah, Holland can be a tough start. The Hook and Cods is like, I played one where they never fired somehow. They're rough to go through. Trebizond, why do you do this to me? Like, we're gonna stay this way. We're going to stay with established seniority people. Yeah, Holland is a tough start as a non-veteran of the series. Also, France! How could you? France is so monstrous. Sweden is legit your recommended start for peeps these days. Bit of everything, war eco dip, but relatively safe. True. I would say Sweden is very strong for that. Bohemia also is fairly safe because it's just really strong and it allows you to learn the economy. If you want to focus pure on learning the economy, I say Goryeo, Korea, is basically you are really powerful. China can't touch you because China is a paper tiger. Once the Red Turban rebellions hit, you can get your freedom, and then you can just skate into being a great power. And you have it's an eco game, definitely Korea. War, probably Castile or Bohemia as well. Diplomacy, yeah, Sweden would be definitely a good recommendation for. Like, Byzantium is a very tough start. We got through it. Now we're just trying to get stronger again. Milan playthrough SMP relationships because my state's to lose 15 satisfaction every 6 months. Yeah, you'll have to, if that's the case, you have to vote with whatever the other one's voting all the time, or else that happens. Definitely. 136. I need to get that one. I need to get rid of that army morale before we can go into war. Theme system is really strong. That's your free man. In fact, get ourselves a Union of Varangian. We have the Mediterranean galleys unlocked. Yeah, I can get that. To know how they're voting, you need to find which union it is. And then, if you're voting on policies, you can hover over the debate itself here on the right, and it shows you what the current vote is, and you would see what the others are voting. If you have seniority like I do, you can just outvote them. If it's multiple nations, then you kind of need to go with the flow at that point until you can actually take him out. Morale recovery speed pretty good. Yeah. You have to find and know stuff in games. This is also good, but I'm looking for some. That's pretty nice. Change cost. It's not like revoke cost. In that case, we're going for peasant levy, so we get a stronger army. And we well, it is like the fact there are barely any casus belli available. How many disease outbreaks are we going to have in Constantinople? Frick's sake. Oh, they're still prosperous? Okay, yeah, but that's like the 6th outbreak. And that's not even counting the Black Death that came. Seriously. Uphold the commons? Ooh. No. We're going to uphold the commons and get 7 free stability. Like, agricultural boom, pretty decent. But 1 province with a bountiful harvest is also fine. But it's the 7 stability that's way worth it. 57 now. I'm gonna await to see what the next in that. Yeah, really big learning curve. It's been fun, but sometimes frustrating to feel like I'm doing again and get wrecked by some mechanic I'm not understanding. It's probably how you learn about a lot of the mechanics in the game. Yeah, it's trial and error. It's experience. Like I have more than 2,000 hours in EU4, more than almost 2,000 hours in Stellaris. Hundreds of hours in Civilization games and Hearts of Iron games, Victoria games as well. It's once you've played so many of these games, you start picking up on the mechanics quicker as well. Reaper claimed the souls of 487,000 of our people. The Black Death is over. It gives us money, by the way, because we don't have to procure the medicaments. Burgess is taking over. The joy of PDX games is the journey and the story of how it suddenly went wrong. Yeah. It's managing it. Yeah, I know I see you play Civ a lot as well. Long-time Civ enjoying and jumping to Paradox Grand Stories has been challenging. It is challenging. It is like the stab up. People, Sicily has almost disappeared. It's definitely, it can be step up, but once you get the games, it's they expect to win. What you want to do is your win condition. Like that's the thing, yeah. It's a massive railroaded sandbox in a sense, and it's what you want to do with it. Like, what would be one of my ultimate goals in this campaign, if I can achieve it, is reform the full Roman Empire. I would love to try to do that. I know if we will be able to. There will be ability if we get enough land. If it's not 5,000 hours in E4 and never got the achievement for. I did get 18, 20 quite often. Ah, yes. Crusader Kings as well. Darius is a really good one. Watch play Crusader Kings. It's probably my least favorite of the Paradox games for me personally. But yeah, with Gary's is a good one to check out if you want. K3. What were you playing recently? I think Japan, I remember. Speaking of the craziest streams, if there's like Flory is currently playing EU5 as the actual 3 mountain stream. Insane. Taking over the world is for UQ. is on his way, but worked out there's no rule that says a woman can't be shogun. So yeah, that's goddamn Airbud. Airbud! You're following me again. There's been this recent videos from last week tonight about Airbud that yeah, Airbud. With Bulgaria, these do need to keep improving. Annexation will take how long? 1364. After that, we'll stop. That's my win this time. Yeah, that's fair. Definitely contained campaign. Like one of my most fun campaigns I played in a Paradox game would probably be modded Victoria 2, playing as the 7 provinces, which is basically a Burgundian colony of New York State and the surrounding areas. Basically, Divergences is a mod that basically, what if the world went differently? They also have that mod out for Victoria 3. It's probably one of the best alternate start setup mods for Victoria 3 as well. And it's just like Burgundy and Bohemia are the 2 big powers of the H3 rather than like Austria and Brandenburg. And yeah, Burgundy colonized the eastern seaboard, but also like the dual monarchy of England and France exists, but without the Burgundian lands and stuff. Dream run to reform the Roman Empire in CK3 without ever starting a war. So much diplostat. Oh, that sounds like a huge one. Voted to next. Establish seniority again. Okay, now that that vote is over, unified succession. Now I'm going to. A daughter is born, Maria. There. That's Erica today. That's a good question. Goat people in bearing on you, or did you just have no wars whatsoever? That's a good building. Taylor's Guild is worth a lot. Spinners. Carpenters. Let's build a lot of kidnapping and marriage. Oh yeah, did you know you can actually kill people in this game too? You can assassinate characters. It's really spicy on the spy network, but you can actually kill characters, including like rulers if you have a full 100 spy network. They don't even have any support right now. Grant trade monopolies? How about no? Oh, or the estate's so angry. Centralized, same religion, base value. Going up quickly. Working out to get the Pope to give me Rome was fun. Left me impressed with how accurate Paradox had modeled de jure territory. Okay. Sarhanitz. Achaia. I would have them on the Sarhanitz. Aramanids are growing. There is some. Yeah, there are still cores around. Where to fight Genoa? Bohemia would now definitely join. Yeah, Bohemia would just walk down. They would get access to everything. I'm at home from the office. We'll tune back in later. Okay, no problem. Have a good trip. Probably on the metro. I don't know. Travel, work. over there in London. But yeah, have a good trip and hopefully see you later if I'm still online. But I'm online for quite a bit longer. Of course, not crazy long. I should be here. Yeah, there's also the different developments in this game of like who has something. We are getting close to that inflation being gone. I'm waiting for the parliament. Hopefully we can get the... We want to enact the crown power thing so we can get some deeper removal of stuff. Then I can get rid of this one. Like, I can get rid of it now, but it would drop my stability severely. The nobility will hate me for a while. Could be next month. Thingamajig. Oh, not important. Wave of obscurantism. I will take 5 progress for stability thing. I'll upgrade you to all to Mediterranean galleys. There are more of those. 34. Yet finding it tempting to grant privilege to estates to increase bloom so it could get full taxes and also not have to worry about occasional events that drop. Yeah, that is tempting, but giving them all the power means you get other things that are... The heir to Lechitsa? How are they my child, though? Oh, head of the dynasty of Sinadinos. Interesting. So I get to choose his... Yeah, we'll do an admin. Here we go. Constantinople. Dang it, we didn't get it. Census for free stability. Ties to subjects. Yeah, I guess we'll just take the increased ties to neighbors. So get the so you can at least get a Casus Valley from... I'll take the stab it. I don't need those things, but we will grab this on Neopatria. Right, I can declare on you without bringing anyone scary in. I can. Oh, Sicily could join in, but they're also not scary. So, Casus Belli, Neopatria. Yes. Gain claim. Create the claims. We need the diplomat. Started realizing we were giving up crown power. There comes the downsides. Yeah. At this point, found out that asking for increased tax privileges in Parliament wasn't a permanent increase. No, it's not. I had to give up a couple of things to get the pass, and then I only get the benefit for it. Yeah, that's things like that is something you would like to, you would have to encounter once, and then like I need to just spend on Diplo to get Diplo. Bring up the army. I don't even think I need to fight this myself, so I'm gonna just do Neopatria, declare war. Permanent approved claims, and we need the diplomat as well. Oh, I keep forgetting that. I do keep forgetting I need diplomat. The other thing is, though, I could now remove this one for 50. That's worth. Please revoke the privilege from clergy. We can get their tax. Wait for a diplomat anyway. In fact, that's a good point. Let's do universal Christianity straight after this. Empty cost really good. What else is after? There's nothing else. We'll take that after the diplomat increase. Expecting to need to fabricate CBs for wars, but was having trouble. Recently found out that this game doesn't punish you as bad for CB-less wars. True, yeah, a lot of people don't realize that it's not that bad. Antagonism is way lower than other games, like the war exhaustion is probably the biggest one, and ability, if you have the income, you can just boost it like we are doing currently. So... Five prestige, hence change in the debate stand. Oh, I still have this on the peasant. I didn't realize that I have the one on the peasants still active. Yeah, it's fine. Probably want to revoke that soonish anyway. Peasant levy unlocked. Can declare war in a... Ability, that was expected. Rebuilding Constantinople. The Black Death has devastated much of our lands, with Constantinople being hit the hardest. Compared to before, most of the houses are uninhabited, with barely anyone walking in the city streets. Unlike before, our countryside has been left barren, with most Byzantine provinces not having enough population to man the fields. Perhaps we can try to invite some merchants from Italy to help us with this issue. ... The Byzantine policy for Constantinople has always been opening up the gates in order to populate the city streets. After the Black Death had hit Constantinople, it had suffered tremendous losses, leaving many residences empty. The emperors made efforts to restore the city, however, they would not be enough. As the city's population dwindled in its fall in 1453. So we could lose stability. They would get migrating 1,000 people from Venice. They would get a merchant order, which gives them trade capacity, maritime presence to the owner. And it would be 1,000 people from Genoa as well for a similar building on them. We must rebuild the city at any costs. Excellent news. They start migrating. Unify the succession law. Perfect. 2 years you can do another thing. Are you seriously kidding me? They're immediately like, no, we don't want this. Well, I do want this, so frick up. Is it because are they not happy with us, maybe? Is that the problem? Reasonably. Also, it is just me. It's like looking in a mirror. 21? Nice beard for a 21-year-old. I'll be real. We have... Oh. No. Sicily. Ah, we will still win. Ascoli. Oh, we're gonna take Malta as well. What the heck is this bully? Here. I remember going through the Black Death for the first time, panicking and I lost 40% of my population. It's rough, but everyone, yeah, it hurts everyone the same. Regardless. Or we have a Casus Belli. Or Sicily, New Patria, Salona, and Ascoli. We are upping naval maintenance because I need my transport. I'm first gonna take Ascoli out of the war. We do have an ad break. Let's see what kind of levies we can raise 10,000 levies. That's all. Do I want to build? Yeah, let's raise the Byzantine. We have gained a claimed throne on the Chicha. Very interesting one. So grab. Pretty decent 100 combat ability. I'll get Balaito. Go to Larissa. I land you on Scully. Like, these are levies, right? That's... We sent, like, a really strong army in there. That's the other thing. Wow, Sicily has 2 freaking forts. Reforming the Pronoia. Whilst the Pronoia has served us well in the past, the administrative titles have been reduced to nothing more than their feudal counterparts, ensuring that the governors of each province are not assigned by Basileus Andronicus IV Comnenos, but a hereditary position. Basileus has already plans on reforming the system, restoring control over the Byzantine province. And we are going to expand the bolts. Please stop posting. Erica, thank you for using your Prime sub. That is so nice of you. That is really nice. Also, don't mind what it specifically says in that GIF, but thank you very much. That is really nice of you. We unlock Reformed Pronoia. We enact Reformed Pronoia. Gives us crown power. Less max tax, but infantry maintenance. Administrative, right? Currently, we already have the max tax, by the way. We already have that. So, this will in fact not reduce our tax further than it already is. So let us abolish this old system. Costs me stability, but let's do it. We have a Scully. On the ships. Ships will go for Malta. So yeah, we'll actually have a bit more income because the max tax just went up for everyone for the time being. That is so nice, thank you. Like, oh, the timing on getting another 7 stability. Ooh, actually though, no. I prefer this one. Yeah, I prefer urbanization. Let's land on Malta. Going for yeah. Our chancellor reports that the crown princess is who's the heir is ambitious. Yeah, it's too expensive to start that, but we'll do an administrative thing. Wish I could spend more. I meant the seeds are gone. They were... Araminids are being the biggest one right now. Location of Malta. Do I go to Sicily? This is the question. Like, they probably have like an army. They have no raised armies. In that case, siege Mazara. Are we getting food? We are not getting food though. Maybe we can get food in Palermo. Or we need to ask Naples for food access. They would not give that because they hate me. They hate my guts. In that case, I cannot siege. I can't support that with my army, literally. Actually, if we get to Rapani, we might be able to get it. So. Let's try that, because this is a town. And we can siege that without it being automatically sieged back, as long as we keep control of the... Oh, there are multiple forts here. Salona. Go Salona first. They can then piece them out. Pani, 6. I'm not able to get food. In that case, I need to get off this ride and go back to Malta just to grab food. Reddit people are saying that using Parliament to change law is a good idea because it can bypass... Yes, this is true. But this was a special event, and I think you can only get that law through events. Yeah. There are some laws that will only come through events, and that was one. Gravia. Food now. Back on the ships. Building up. Let's come into enough. Oh, we cannot get there right now. Okay, let's go. Do have 45% war score. We need to take the forts before we can take this. That is like the main things I want. Oh, we do need to take Neopatras. Right, you're... I can separate these you anyway, so I'm gonna just do that. Humiliate. Yeah, they negotiate only for themselves, and they're out of the way. We get a little bit of money. Let's invest the money. In a Mediterranean galley. And probably a building too. Get another mark. Epiphania has been born. Another daughter. Does it mean you have 3 daughters now? Yep. Only daughters at this moment. Huh. Ooh, wrong. Wrong. Ecumenical patriarchate. Waiting for my diplomat so I can get the roads lane going. Armaments aren't even. We're back to being a great power. That's not. Valley claims on. Tickets. No, not. Cancel the spy network, not the claim. Wait. That's what's doing. God, that's what's doing it. I keep indeed losing those 15, like you said. But like even in this one, it's like I vote to keep it in, but because they decide to vote for the other one, that's why we're getting. That is stupid, and they should stop freaking proposing it. Okay. Yeah, that's the doom spiral. I get it. Yeah, but that's clearly a bug. Because they keep focusing, wanting to do the other one, right? Which is dumb. We can do economy of the union in like a few months. The banking family of Nicomedia. As the complexity of the world and our understanding of it grows, so grows the importance of economics. Naturally, cunning men striving for wealth and power seize the opportunity to create businesses and banks. The banking family in Nicomedia, in particular, has risen to fame as they have proven quite successful in their craft. Their wealth, while impressive, has become a threat to our control over Nicodemea, as their influence in the city rivals our own. Get progress towards banking, loses town control, gain satisfaction. We gain a small progress, or we gain control, they lose pop satisfaction. Reassert our control, but grant the family some. Put on 2 noble rebellions, and after that I just abandoned. Yeah, no, that is really stupid. That bug is annoying. I can crush the rebellions, no problem. Alright, I need to see down to take it. Then we might actually have to bring a. Are we doing the? Actually boosting their happiness is already too expensive right now. 91 with the clergy is not that bad. Regimental spirits. We get food consumption reduction. Add. Oh, you just sailed around me. Okay then. They have claims on us. The Ottomans did grow again. They won a war. Slightly stronger. They got the Cuba beats. Quiddips? Quiddits. Heck are they even? Oh? Oh, here. Oh. Are the Saruhanids that sizable? Crazy. Regardless, we're gonna have another spy network months. It's gonna take me 40 months before we can even start the new CB on them. Might as well get started now. Okay, for taking some thrown against. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Doesn't died. Keep getting market. We can start getting more trade and more income. We have finished integrating Albania finally. Nice. Did take some. Start with cracking down on the clergy. They're angry. They don't grow as much. Hopefully we get them happy enough in time. Not rise up fully. Hey Sean, welcome to the stream today. Have a nice lurk. Let's... We're almost at the point where we can start full minting again. That will be income to... Finally, we took Gravia. Let's go take out their army. Okay. That was a full hit at once. Tail you around. Can get some free, maybe a free ship if we're really lucky. We did not get a ship. Back to helping the siege. Through the regular 68 to recruit an Akritai. In that case, let's get some cataphract. Okay, economy of the union is available. If I start this one on this, then that will be the one everyone will also. Ooh, Pricey. So then, because we're now voting in favor of that one, we won't getting the minus 15 on everything. That's what the vote is scheduled to do. Gifted! Erica, you're gifted. How about that? Yeah, they really changed the relationship over the borders. Wow, Erica, you're gifted. The unfortunate one is you're not the first one in line for the throne. And we have some cataphract. Money. You know what? For the moment, let's mint capacity. till we've recovered our legitimacy. It says we're making money, but we actually lost money. The trade is very fickle. We have gained a claimed throne on Theoro. Now that one I might actually... join up our fleets. Reorganize units. I want the galley to go that. 1,800. Yeah. They changed some of the trade mechanical patches we don't really understand. They changed them back, really. They changed trade things back because it broke it a little bit too much. Dissidents abroad. I do need to support this because I really don't want to lose another 10 on them. Let's just support. Take a loan. And not stabilize for him. Like that's another lever we can pull, right? Pull the lever. Wrong lever! And we can stabilize the country again. And come on. Bank of already took the loan. Bolted exile. Yes. Hello. Welcome. That was a very loud bang out. I will be right back. I do want to check on what that was because holy crap, that was a big bang. Be right back. And we're back. Yeah, no idea what it was exactly. Saw a puff of smoke outside, but that... We will gladly take in your exiles, buddy. You can send them over. Nothing yet? This is gonna take some time. At the age of 67, his ruler's third cousin and courtier. Oh, the former rebellion dude. He died. Took the siege of Thebes. Thebai. Let's see. What are you willing to give up? All of that as well. Beyond Buck. Ooh. Too expensive. Oh, it's still too expensive taking Naples or Malta. I can't take all of this.
Attention on deck!
Thank you for the Lark Sabbath. Shall I just leave Salona alone? Gets us... Not take the Salona province. Even we would need or to make a fiefdom or vassal. Well, in that case, give me all your money. 28, yeah. Some countries care, but Athens will be gone. Negroponte will still be there. Neopatria will be gone. Achaia will still be there. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do this then. And that is 3 locations. Cracking down on the clergy, we're now going negative. That's Morocco is no longer a valid rival. We gained a castle. Okay, we can go after the hospital. Also, Naples is no longer a valid rival. Let's stop stabilizing and start integrating. This is going to be the fastest. These will take a little. Let's just see, how long is Neopatras going to take? 9 years. That's perfectly fine. Stop strengthening the government for integration. Attica and Boeotia. 18 years. I think we're gonna make them into a vassal. We're gonna integrate Aetolia and Acarnania. That's only gonna take 3 years. Perfect. And then a vassal out of Athens. Historical subject. Ooh, wow, that's a lot of historicals. Want the duchy? Oh, that's fine. Actually, we are still a... How are they Catalan? Why would we give him Gravia, though? Gravia, as we are already integrating anyway. In that case, it will be a custom subject. The Fiefdom of Athena. Attica and Boo. There you go. Gravia is now ours. I don't need both forts, to be fair. I canceled this one. So I will have to drop levies. We do need rivals again. 2 rivals shot. God, Yemen. That's so annoying. I'll have to like to England because they're far away. Bohemia is like each three is close. Frick it, Hungary it is. That's the rival system is a little bit annoying for sure. You can recovery efforts. Cleopatra's. Oh, Negroponte is there's no real sea. We are working on Burgos, so that's not to leave in after that. Perfect. I think I can also reduce my Diplo spending quite a bit for there. Cost of court, let's max it out for now. Like, we're not actually spending it anyway. Navy maintenance down, army maintenance down, army can come back to control. Transports can come back home. In fact, hang on. No. I just forgot. We do need to go to war again. Navy up, army up. Declare war. Games on province, 511. Those are not regulars, they're levies. Oh, that's fun. You're at war. Were you already at war? Yeah, you are with the Araman. Oh, you're... Get our armies on ships. And go this way. And on costs. Quickly take that. Good payback to loan. Build another market. They are actually quite tiny. And then there. We'll have to fight our levies. Fine. Aramans are actually still not in. Oh! That morale drop is really not happening. So I might have to bring in some extra levies then. Levies. Do the vegan levies. Dardanelle. Also, we never brought in those 50s. And pick them up. New Patras have covered. Cover the other already. Okay, apparently that is too much weight. Are you 3,000? Yeah, that is definitely to bands. Now they can go. That's so the way that works with like, hey, it's one troop and we take the room of 1,000. Unified Treasury, yeah, they voted in favor. So 1850, perfect. Now we can load up and take costs back again. It's auto and siege it. Oh, actually, we don't need auto siege it. Take Rhodos. Now our army should definitely be able to take care of their. Yeah, that's 6 losses. You guys can stay there for now. Proximity cost, that will help us with control. What is it that we have left here? Institution growth, Diplo cap, RGO size and rural cultural tradition. Let's grab that. Unlikely inheritor, we could invest or we could usurp the title ourselves. Ooh, centralization. Ah, we don't. Yeah, let's usurp. This might take some time. Why do we have so many unprofitable slave markets? How about we don't have slave market? Yeah, that might be an idea. Not to do slavery. Palaiocastron and Pergamon. That stops that. The angelic voice of Ioannis Kouzelis Papadopoulos. The passing of the great Ioannis Kouzelis Papadopoulos has cast a veil of sadness over the basilicas of the Byzantine Empire. Many mourn the loss of his voice, and the most learned ones mourn the loss of his composing hands. But the light of hope shines in our court as the histories of his sightings of the Mother of God are passed from mouth to mouth. The piousness of his life and the many miracles attributed to him are pushing the local clergy to demand his canonization. Yes, I will canonize them. Oof. Clergy incredibly happy. So the clergy are now